Alrighty, good afternoon, minor league baseball fans, and welcome to today's air of the show. Today is our second game of this 4-game set between the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks and your San Antonio Missions. Well, today's a good day for some baseball. It is nice and hot outside, and we are getting ready to have an afternoon of minor league baseball. A 1 o'clock game. Clear skies, and we're good to go. Alright, here's our starting lineups. First for the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks. Leading off and playing in first, Robbie Green. Green at second. Center fielder Andrea for Corpus Christi. Gomez at center. Designated hitter Vaughn Sherman will be the third batting for Corpus Christi. Sherman, the DH. AJ Reed will bat fourth for Corpus Christi. Reed at first. Jeff Begay is the catcher. He'll have the catching duties for the Hooks lineup. Begay at fifth. Batting sixth, the third baseman, J.D. Davis. Davis at third. Batting seventh in right field, Michael Montag. Montag at right. Left fielder, Javier Capillo will bat eighth for Corpus Christi. Capillo at left. The shortstop, Miguel Tejeda, rounds out the batting order for Corpus Christi. Tejeda as short. Green, Gomez, Sherman will be your first lead on three. Reed, Begay, and Davis will be your middle three. Montag, Capillo, and Tejeda round out the batting order for Corpus Christi. And on the mound for the Hooks, Mike Hushchild. Hushchild, today's Corpus Christi Hooks pitcher. Now here's the starting lineup for your San Antonio Missions. Leading off and playing in short, Steve Chavez. Chavez as short. Designated hitter, Boone Devine will be batting second for San Antonio. Devine at DH. Christian Venezuela catching. Batting center is the center fielder, Carmen Zapata. Zapata at center. Batting fifth is the first baseman, Leroy Ochoa. Ochoa at first. Left fielder, Alan Cordoba. Cordoba at left. Catching is Manuel Rincon. Rincon catching. Brian Valdez would be the right fielder as he bats eighth for San Antonio. Valdez at right. Batting ninth is the second baseman, George Aponte. He rounds out the batting order for San Antonio. Aponte at second. Chavez, Devine, and Venezuela will be your first lead on three. Zapata, Ochoa, and Cordoba will be your middle three. Rincon, Valdez, and Aponte round out the batting order for San Antonio. And on the mound for San Antonio, Hank Schneider. Schneider, today's Missions pitcher. There you have it. You got your starting lineups.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Number 28 will be tasked with the starting pitching assignment for the away team. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Stepping up now, Robbie Green. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for Corpus Christi, second baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is in the air out to right. Valdez is there, and he has it for the out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Vero, what's your take on this team today?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
So coming to the plate, Andres Gomez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Soft liner to the right side, and he'll reach down to make the catch as he takes that one right off his shoe tops for the second out.
Designated hitter, Vaughn Sherman.
Next will be the designated hitter, Vaughn Sherman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
Aponte is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Number 68 will be on the mound for the away team in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Stepping in, Steve Chavez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, it's 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Montag, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Striding forward now is the DH, Boone Devine, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, it takes a nasty pop, and he's unable to haul it in.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Into the box now, Christian Villanueva. He swings and grounds it to short. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
In now, Jeff Big A, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Third baseman.
Standing in, J.D. Davis.
Hey, hit and run right there. I know the guy had to pull up on second base because the ball didn't get to the outfield, but you know what? You'll take the knock. First and second, regroup. Let's see what happens.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And manning the hot corner today is a guy with one of the quickest reactions in the game. That's it at third base. A step and a dive, a little bit of range, but you better be reacting, and you better be able to have some serious hands and a strong arm to get it over the first. And he checks all the boxes. The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Left fielder.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Boy, that's one of the beauties of speed. That trail runner right there, D-Row. He's just too fast. They try to make a play at the plate, but they had no chance to get him because of his wheels.
Yeah, you got to put that one in your pocket right there and stop the hitter from advancing to second base and getting in scoring position. There was no chance at the plate.
Stepping in, Robbie Green. He flew out in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Hooks lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Carmen Zapata, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat. This is line to left, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. So digging in now, Leroy Ochoa. First offering on its way. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it is troubled. It finds the gap for extra bases.
Boy, that's a bullet right there. You're thinking this is extra bases off the bat, but a terrific play by the outfielder.
Yeah, and I thought he was hanging out watching himself and digging what he had just done, but that's not the case. He was busting it out of the box. Nice play by the defender to get that ball in, hold him to a single.
Alan Cordoba hits next as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for 1, on to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
First pitch on its way. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gomez looking up. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Get out of here! Wham! Let's go, mission!
Standing in now, Brian Valdez. As he grounds one briskly to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We've played two. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andres Gomez. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cordoba is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Striding in once again, A.J. Reed. He reached on a single in his first try. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Liner toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Leading off the inning, George Aponte, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. It doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Into the box, Steve Chavez. And he puts it on the ground to second. Green has it, and the throw to first is in time, one gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Boone Devine, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Ready for another chance? Christian Villanueva. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and two away following the RBI ground ball. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So one run here, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Coming to the plate now, Jeff Bigay. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Right there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Cordoba is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping in, J.D. Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Hit high and deep out to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Into the box now, Michael Montag. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Javier Campillo.
Digging in to try it again, Javier Campillo, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. This is line to left. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
And the pitch on 2-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Here comes the first pitch. And he just misses with a curveball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Popped him up. Ochoa's got it, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Hooks are out in front here, 4-3. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carmen Zapata. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball left side. Davis has got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
First baseman, number 8. Leroy.
So digging in now, Leroy Ochoa. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard back up the middle. Green up the middle. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
The batter, left fielder,
Alan Cordoba hits next. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Shot towards second. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Stepping in now, Brian Valdez. Line towards center field, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Digging in once again, Andres Gomez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. This is foul for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
1-2.
The 1-2. On a line, that's a base hit. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
Ready for another shot now. Vaughn Sherman. He's set and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind it 2-0. The 2-0 pitch hit the other way out toward right field. Aponte moving to his left, one away. Ready once again, A.J. Reed, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. To first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Jeff Big A, runner in scoring position with Sudan. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the two-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
And another foul ball. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Leading off the inning, George Aponte, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. On the ground to the right side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Steve Chavez.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Steve Chavez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat it.
There's one. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And now this is going to turn into a triple play, and that will end the inning. Wow. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. The Hooks lead it 4-3. J.D. Davis the next to bat. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Javier Campillo comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Montag, base runner at first with 1 out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Standing in now, Miguel Tejada. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Robbie Green. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 2-0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
3-1.
Big pitch here. I mean, you know the guy at the plate is gearing up for something to hit, so executing a good pitch right here is essential.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Full count still. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Andres Gomez. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out, bases loaded. Way in front of that fastball.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So striding in, Christian Villanueva. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Third baseman, Christian.
Pitch on the way. No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that one is gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher, you just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out. Brooks Childs takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Into the box, Harmon Zapata. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Gomez is after it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in, Leroy Ochoa. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Oh, and he hung him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it, as this ball is going to wind up well over the wall in left field. Long home run. A solo shot here to left as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Yeah, Matty V, you know what, D-Roll, there's an old saying, when the temperatures start to heat up, so do the bats, and that's what we saw in this one.
Yeah, Dan, without question, when the weather heats up, there's nothing better than putting on a uni and getting after it. Maybe you got a little 5 o'clock shadow work and haven't shaved in a couple days, and you're trying to go bridge. And that's exactly what these teams did today. Weather was warm, they were letting it go.
Manuel Rincon will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 7th inning coming up. The Missions lead it 5-4. Back here for Texas League Baseball on MLB Network. We're off to the 7th inning now, but first let's have a look at our game summary to see how we got here. Leading off the inning, Vaughn Sherman, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Sent out to straightaway center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Valdez will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So striding forward now, Jeff Big A. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batting, third baseman
J.D. Davis the next at bat. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. 0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And he has come through, as this ought to be enough to get him the lead. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 6-5 ball game.
Nah, man.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after 6 1/3, and he'll have no shot at a victory here in this one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the mission, number 43, Miguel.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Davis stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Lined into right field, and it's going to get down. A base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've pushed it to 2 here in the 7th.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now. He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And he'll just step on first here to take the shooter out. So stepping in, Miguel Tejada. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The hooks are out in front here, 7-5. Leading off the inning, Brian Valdez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at 2 on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
In now, George Aponte. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now the 0-1. slapped hard the opposite way. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Steve Chavez. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it 7-6 now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Boone Divine dribbled up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. The relay, throw to second, but he's in there as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Stepping in now, Christian Villanueva as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carmen Zapata. Here comes the first pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you're starting to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Rich Sill takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. San Antonio's out in front, 8-7. Leading off the inning, Robbie Green, and they'll need him to get something going here. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Zapata is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Digging in once again, Andres Gomez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Popped him up. Ochoa is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in and looking for more, Vaughn Sherman. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Fastball that just misses inside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a strike. A bouncer to the left side. Chavez takes it in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Missions lead it 8-7. Alan Cordoba hits next. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gomez will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number one. Riding in once again, Manuel Rincon. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Grounded softly to the right. Reed picks it up, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The right fielder, number 7.
Ready for another chance, Brian Valdez. First delivery to him on the way. Strike one to start the at-bat.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
A bouncer up the middle. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Striding in to start the ninth, A.J. Reed, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. In tight, awfully tight. 2-0 now.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Zapata on the move. One down. Ready for another shot now. Jeff Big A has doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Valdez is there. 2 down.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, J.D. Davis. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The pitch. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Hit to third. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
A close one, 8-7 is how it finishes today. The Missions used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Miguel Diaz is credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Well, it was a quite affair from the San Antonio Missions today, hosting Corpus Christi. And most likely the San Antonio Missions even the series with 1-1. Well, today's final score is the San Antonio Missions 8 and the Corpus Christi Hooks 7. 1-0 for San Antonio. This one's for them. So, before we go off the air, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. First for Corpus Christi, we have 7 runs on 12 hits, no errors. With San Antonio, 8 runs, 16 hits, and no errors. So, that is it for the ball game. We hope y'all enjoyed it. Okay. Jeez. They stop interrupting me for once. Seriously. Trying to stream here. Sorry about that, guys. Well, anyway, this is just about do it for minor league baseball. Game 3 of this 4-game set continues with Corpus Christi and the San Antonio Missions. We might have another game later this evening as baseball is going on. Midland hosting the Arkansas Travelers, Frisco at Springfield, San Antonio hosting off Corpus Christi, and most likely all the other ball teams. Well, we'll see y'all again on Minor League Baseball, the show. See you laters.